Hey guys, RTT back here from that video, guys. Today we'll be going ahead and reviewing Launcher 10 on the Galaxy S22 Ultra. And I'll tell you right now, this might be my favorite launcher on this phone. As you guys already know, I reviewed this launcher on this Duo 1, Duo 2, Z Fold 3, Z Flip 3, and no matter what phone I go ahead and review this one, this will always be my favorite launcher. So if you guys are new, this is what Launcher 10 looks like. I know some people dislike it because it has that Windows 8 type vibe to it, but it just really, in all honesty, it's just so simplistic and why I love it so much. So starting off right away, normally I have these as just regular tiles. So each application is a tile. If I go ahead and go over to any application, like for example, I can go to Apex, click on it, and I can actually pin it to my start just like that. You guys can see right there, it is now its own application. But if you want to, you can actually put it in different folders. So I have NordVPN. I'll go ahead and put it in the same folder as NordVPN. And now you guys can see I click on it. Bam. I have my own little folder. So because this is my daily driver right now, I have so many different application folders set up. So I have like, my Xbox, my iPhone here. Of course, I have my generic one right there. We also do have my shopping one, and then going down the list here, more and more. So if you guys are new, you've never seen how this is all set up and how this works, pretty much the cool thing about Launcher 10 is it's so customizable. It's not even funny. So I have it set up like this, right? Where it's a, each little single box. You can completely change that. So if I go ahead and hold on to this application right here, I can actually go to edit. Now, a couple things I can change. First off, the width, the height, the label, I can change what it's actually called. I can change the label color. I can change the icon to anything I want. I can also go all the way down here. You guys can see you can literally customize everything. And you can also have live tiles, as in calendar, clock, contacts, and gallery. It's a really, really cool, very highly customizable launcher. So if I go ahead and click on this, I can actually make this really freaking big. So you guys can see I can make this one application the whole entire screen. So if you wanted to, you could make, every application huge and just slowly slide down the display as you go through to get different applications. Of course, you slide to the right, all your applications are also right here. So if I wanted to, I could also make this very small. So let me go ahead and hold on to this. Let's go to edit. Hang on, let me try that again. Let's try that again. Maybe? Okay, I think I made it too big because it actually glitched out for a second. Again, if you go ahead and click on edit like that, I can actually make it very small. So if I want to make YouTube very small, let's see, I can actually make it very, very tiny. Alright, so it looks like I can make it smaller than, let's see, can I make it 1? I'm trying to do this with my left hand, and I'm right hand dominant, so it's not easy. But as you can see right there, now YouTube is right there, and it's a little small application. So if you wanted to, you don't even have to do folders. You could literally just do each of these applications one by one next to each other, which would be the equivalent of having a folder. So if I go ahead and click on any empty space, you guys can see we have wallpaper, add widget, and launcher preferences at the bottom here. If you go ahead and go add widget, you can add any widget you want to this. So if I want to go ahead, for example, and add, I don't know, the Apple Music Recent, I can go ahead and launch, click on that, create, and now I have my Apple Music right here that goes ahead and just, is a main widget on the display. So like I said before, I have it set up like this, and a lot of people have it set up the way I have it set up, but you do not have to have it set up like this. It can be set up in any orientation possible. This is just how I have it set up. But again, like I said, you can set it up any way possible. And there's a lot of widgets. I mean, as you guys can see, there's a very long list of different widgets. And I mean, there's really customizable ones too, like sound search, people and pets, what's it called, Spotify, Target. Each application has its own widget, which is really freaking cool. You also have weather application you can do. So very, very customizable. It's not like, just what you're seeing on my screen right now. This could be a million other combinations you could add together. So let's go ahead and go to launcher preferences. This is where you can go ahead and change general, icons, theme colors, start screens, you name it. For example, I have one start screen here, but, and this is actually a key thing if you're using a two screen type phone like a Surface Duo, you can set this to multiple displays. So let me set this like to 4, right? If I go back now to the home display, you guys can see, let me go ahead and get out of this. I can actually, and let me actually see how, it might be a little glitchy on this phone, just because this is not a multiple phone display. Let me see. Sideways. Okay. There we go. Okay, so, yeah, there we go. So as you guys can see now, it kind of glitched out a little bit, but now I can actually go to different actual pages. So I can have multiple pages. So if you wanted to, you could have, just like iOS 16 has different lock screens, you could have completely different layouts depending on what you want to have set up. So you could set it up like on Mondays, I want it to be like this. On Tuesdays, I want a completely different button layout, right? And you can just go ahead and customize that and have that all oriented depending on what you want. Like I said, guys, the customization of this is so freaking amazing. And that's why I love Launcher 10 so much. There's no real one way to do things. There's a million different ways. You can do number of tiles, title columns, start screen, margin. And again, like I said, every little detail right there. We also have animations, if I could speak right. You can go ahead and go in there and do different animations for applications. App list size, you can make it really big, really small, depending. All app screen margins, just like that. If you do go ahead and pay the $4.99 fee to go ahead and get the premium service, you are able to get stuff like live tiles, which is really nice. You don't really have to, but if you do want to pay that money, you can get live tiles. The free version of this alone is already amazing, as you guys can see, but if you do want to spend money, you can. So that's something else. Status bar transparency, so you can make that a little bit different, depending if you want to make it a little bit less. Again, like I said, very customizable. So overall, you know, every time I do go ahead and review Launcher 10, I always give it like a 9 or a 10 out of 10. You know, I love when the Surface Duo 1, Surface Duo 2, Z Fold 3, Z Flip 3. It gets a 10 out of 10 on the Galaxy S22 Ultra. Absolutely amazing. One of the best launchers possible, especially with how this display actually works, like how it's actually oriented and it's like a perfect rectangle. This is such a perfect launcher for this exact display. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.